Men in the USA are sick and tired of the disrespectful, entitled women that are out here. You could have a woman who's a solid 3, and she will swear up and down she's a 10 because the amount of simps that are in her comments. Now, those simps in your comments are low quality men. Those are men who got nothing going for themselves. They got nothing going on, and they're in your comments gassing you up. They want to spend your check. They want to sleep in your bed or on your couch or anywhere they can be at. They want to eat your kids' fruit snacks. Those are not quality men. Quality men are realizing that American women are more problems than they're worth. They want a career. They want their own money. They want to be independent. They want to do this. Meanwhile, men are looking for wife qualities. Men are looking for women who clean, women who cook, women who want to have children, who want to establish a family. And these men have no problem paying all the bills and making sure that you have everything you need so that you don't have to worry. And these men are realizing that, hey, if I go to Colombia or I go to Venezuela or I go to Africa or if I go to Ireland or anywhere outside of America, then I could find a woman who appreciates that. A woman who will have dinner cooked and the house clean. A woman who wants to have children, who wants to establish a family and do what I want as a man. Now, don't get me wrong. My woman is from America and I love my wife. And there are good women in America. Don't get me wrong in saying this, because you're not going to get me on this misogynistic bullshit that all women in America are no good. There are a lot of good women in America. But it seems as if the loudest ones, the ones who are getting the voice and the platform, are the ones who ain't no good. They're the ones who say, I'm not going to change for a man. I'm not going to do this. So men are telling you what they want. They're telling you exactly what they need you to do and what they want you to do and what they need. And you're saying you're not going to do that. And then the men don't want you. And you're like, oh, that's because these men are. No, bitch. No, shut the fuck up. You talk too fucking much. This is the problem of not having a father figure in your life. You were not raised around strong men who had a voice and put their foot down and validated what they were saying. So you grew up in a house with a single mother who had different men in and out the house who were disrespecting her, who weren't around. And you grew up believing that men are not something that you need in your life. And now as you're getting into your late 20s and your 30s, you're realizing that you were wrong. You're realizing that you want a family, you want to settle down, but you spend all your time chasing fuck boys or trying to build this bullshit ass career. And now these men are looking at you. They're like, well, you're 32 years old with a child or without a child, doesn't really matter. But some men don't want you with a child. And you got your career and everything, and you're focused on your career. You're not going to quit your job. But I can go over here to this country and I can get a woman who looks better than you, who's younger than you, and who will be appreciative of everything I do for her. And she doesn't want to go to work to get a work husband or a work boyfriend or to be around a bunch of men smiling in motherfuckers' faces and saying that's your job. Men are starting to realize this, and men are leaving and going to the Dominican Republic, going to Colombia. You know where women are going? Miami. You bum bitches are going to Miami. There's regular American dudes. You're going to get slutted out in Miami by an American bum, maybe a drug dealer or a car salesman or something. You're going to Miami to get slutted out. Meanwhile, men is going and finding wives in the Philippines, in Russia, in Sweden. All these countries, they're finding women that they want to marry. These men in Miami don't want to marry you. They want to nut in your face and kick you out the car. And probably do it to your friend too, and then do it to a whole nother group of bitches next week. You ain't establishing nothing doing what you doing. You just adding more bodies to your body count, and you think you're safe because you're in Miami, and then you end up on a porn site somewhere, sucking dick. So yeah, the clown shit that you women are doing in America, because you're so unwilling to adjust to what men want, but you say you want men. It breaks down to a thing. And don't get me wrong, there's men out here that need to adjust as well. There's plenty of men out here that need to do what a woman needs done. You need to pay these bills. She needs her nails done. You need to be like, here's some money, babe. Go get your nails done. Maybe she want to do her own nails. Buy her shit to do her nails. She needs clothes. She needs sneakers. You got to buy that, bro. That's your job. If you don't want her to work, you don't want her to have a job, you want her to be home, cooking and cleaning, and you need to make sure that she has everything she needs and a bunch of shit she wants, because you don't want her to work. You're making that choice, so you have to do what you need to do to make that happen. And if you're unwilling to do that or unable to do that, then you also don't have the right to demand that a woman does this and that, etc. But a lot of men who do have the means, a lot of men who are established, a lot of men who are seeking a wife are leaving to other countries to find these wives. There are men that are even leaving the United States, period, and becoming transplants in other countries. See it all the time on YouTube and everywhere. This guy moved to the Philippines, or this guy moved to Thailand or Indonesia, or I've seen people moving to African villages because they met a wife out there, a good woman, who's going to sit, cook some fufu or whatever other delicious African dishes they have, and you're going to be out there eating that. Meanwhile, you women are sitting here being arrogant and ignorant, and all you're getting out of it is being a single bitter mother. You're not winning. You like Russell Westbrook. All you hoes is Russell Westbrooks. That's what I'm going to start calling y'all from now on, Westbrooks. Because all you dumb bitches do is keep taking shots and missing. And you're too arrogant to bench yourself or to learn to do something else. You're just going to keep shooting. Shooting percentage at .14. You still going to take the shot and lose the game. Arrogance. Arrogance. You need to change the shit that you're doing. The way that you acting. And you can say, oh, I'm happy doing. No, you're not. You happy getting slutted out? Thrown away like fucking garbage? Disrespected by these men that you with? You happy selling yourself as a commodity? You happy being on the shelf? You basically a prostitute that makes less money. You ain't happy. You trying to pretend you happy. You trying to live a hot girl summer. But if you so happy, why are you doing so many drugs and drinking? I'm happy all the time. I don't do drugs or drink because I don't need it. I don't need to get drunk to feel good. I feel good all the time. I don't need to do drugs. I feel good all the time. Why do I need to get high? I'm high all the time. About to have some pizza and a cupcake or something. Be happy as shit. I don't need to pop some pills. Drink a gallon of liquor. You doing that to chase away the pain. To chase away the depression. The anguish of, however the fuck you say the word. From just making bad decisions in your life and being too arrogant and ignorant to say, hey, I'm fucking up. I need to change the shit I'm doing. It's cool to have a career. But know that you're making a choice. You going into the workforce, you're making a career. And when you meet a husband, that husband might be like, hey, babe, I don't want you to work no more. I'm going to take care of us. And you need to sit down with that man and be like, listen, the bills is this, this, and this. And we need this, this, and this. Can you do that on your own? And if that man says yes, then you need to make that decision. You want to be a wife, or you want to be a boss, so-called boss. You want to be a worker. Because you can make those decisions. And most women want to be a wife. I mean, what's the purpose of dating if you don't want to be a wife? You want to be a side bitch, a hoe, a thought, a plaything? I mean, what do you want to be? You don't want to be a wife? If you're not dating to be a wife, then you just out hoeing. You're just basically using yourself up for who knows what, to make yourself feel important. You out here chasing the affection of men so that you can feel like you're wanted, or you can feel like you're desired. But the reality is tons of women are desired. Tons of women are not getting wedding rings. So it's a huge difference. So either American women are going to change, or American men are going to more and more go to these countries and find the women they seek.